3355 zero array transformation. This Java code checks if it's possible to reduce every element in the nums array to zero by applying a series of decrement operations defined by queries. Each query, LR, means you can decrement all elements from index L to R by 1. We can use a line sweep difference array technique to track how many times each index must be decremented in total after all queries. Key insight. Each query li-re means we can decrement any subset of indices in li-re by 1. To transform nums into a zero array, the total number of decrements applied to each index must be exactly equal to nums I. Since we can choose any subset in each query, the only constraint is that the total number of decrements at each index must be at most the number of queries covering that index, because each query can decrement an index at most once. So, if for any index I nums I is greater than the number of queries covering I, it's impossible to reduce nums I to zero. How it works. It uses a difference array diff to efficiently count how many times each index is covered by the queries. It increments diff L and decrements diff R plus 1 for each query to mark the coverage range. Then it computes the prefix sum of diff to get the total coverage count for each index. Finally, it checks if each nums I is less than or equal to the coverage count at that index. If any nums I is greater, it means you can't reduce that element to zero. So it returns false. If all elements can be reduced, it returns true. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day.